Hey guys, Casey Dim here, TaxSaleAcademy.com. Thank you for joining me today. Today we're going to do a screencast. I'm going to show you my computer screen as we access a couple of different GIS systems. This stands for Geographical Information Systems, and it's a powerful, powerful tool to have at your disposal as a tax sale investor when you're researching your tax sale properties, as you'll soon see. So let's go ahead and switch over to the computer screen and you'll see exactly what I mean. All right, so let's take a look at the different GIS systems. We're going to take a look at two of them. We're going to do Dallas County and Miami-Dade County. And we're going to start with Dallas County. Click on this here. Looks like it's going to load for us. And then from there, what we're going to do is we're going to search for, actually we got to agree to their terms, it looks like. Agree to their terms. We're just going to search the same name. We're going to search Jones just to see what pulls up. We'll do a little search. First one's good with me. It will take you to this piece of property here. Now, first things first, this actually already pops up. It has an account number. We can click on this to get more information. That's actually going to take us, probably, we'll open this in a new link just to see where it takes us. This is going to take us to just a quick little page here. It's not quite as much information as the property appraiser reports as you saw yesterday, but it's a good little piece of information for us. Let's close out of that. So we can scroll on this right here. It says, different things as far as appraised value and year built, square footage, tax due, that kind of stuff. We'll actually close out of that. So right now it shows us this map. What you'll notice is the house actually does not even appear to be on this lot. What happens sometimes is these lines might not be exact, just depending on the angle that the photo was taken at. So we'll zoom out just a little bit here, but it does show us the property has street frontage right here. That's good. It's got a 50-foot road right away. It's got 75 feet of frontage, 120 feet deep. It looks like the little porch area, or looks like this lot is number 19 in this subdivision. So we can even zoom out a little bit more to kind of get an idea of what's going on around it. So we have this property here. We got, it looks like some nice homes, at least from the air. We can tell that the roof is intact. Everything looks good. So let's go ahead and see what kind of layers we have. So on the right-hand side, we'll click on this little button. This is some layers for us. We can click this box right here. It'll show us our flood zones. Let's see what else we can do. We can do subdivision names, perhaps, utility lines, topo maps. We know all sorts of information here. And let's see if that helps us. Sometimes you click too much stuff, and it makes it a little bit difficult to read. But obviously we have this property on Grove Lane. So it's between Grove Lane and Lanier Street with a frontage on Grove Lane. This is going to be great when you go to locate a piece of property. Now, it looks like the property is not in a flood zone because when we check that box, flood zone does not pull up. You can actually also unclick parcels if you just wanted to kind of get an idea of where the property looked like without all the lines in there, but parcel number. So obviously, guys, this is a great piece of information. And from here, we can click on the neighbor's house. We can get their information if we want to, all sorts of different stuff. Let's take a look at Miami-Dade's GIS. Now their GIS system's a little bit different. Actually won't accept a username in their search right now. So I just snagged an address off of Zillow of a house that's for sale. So we're going to paste that address in there, do a little bit of a search, see what pops up. So we have this house here. As you can see right now, right off the bat, it does not show us much. It actually just shows kind of a standard street map. So we'll click on base maps. We'll change this to aerial. And what we're about to see is actually very good aerial imaging. Let's see if we can zoom in just a little bit here. And it actually will show us this piece of property here. Okay, so we got this and map tools. Let's see, we got a whole bunch of tools here. We can select by area. You can draw on here if you wanted to. You can do all sorts of other cool stuff. And from here, let's click around a little bit. Usually all these systems are just going to be a little bit different. So our zoom buttons are over here. We can zoom in, zoom out. So it's a pretty good imaging system. You see right now we're close to 41. And it's off Southwest 52nd Street. So if you're looking for a tax sale property, for example, right now you know it's on the southeast corner of Southwest 52nd Court and Southwest 5th Terrace. This is actually not a tax sale property, but if you're trying to locate one, that's where you would look. You're like, oh yeah, it backs up to this vacant lot that is right here. So it's an incredible way to locate properties. Before this, you had to compare plat maps to Google Maps, which we'll be talking about tomorrow, and that kind of stuff. So what else can we do? Let's look at the layer list that we have. We've got health statistics, land information, physical environment, transportation. Let's click on transportation, see what pops up. Not even sure what that means. So there's a lot of stuff that you'll have to kind of play around with on the GIS system to figure out exactly what they mean and all that kind of stuff. But, education, like what kind of schools are in the area. So we'll click on that checkbox and we'll see what pops up for us, if anything pops up for us. Don't really see anything that popped up. Maybe this is just to locate this nearby schools. We'll zoom out and see if there's any schools in the area. Yeah, it says there's a child care center right here. Imagine if we zoomed out much more. Oh, there's an elementary school at the very top. So this will actually show us, when you click that, it'll show you where the different schools are in the area. We can also look at the land information. If there's property records, we can check that box, and that'll give us all the parcel numbers. We can check that box, and that'll give us all the lot lines and that kind of stuff. So as you can tell, there's lots and lots of information on the GIS systems. Now, every GIS system's going to be just a little bit different. You can see this is Miami-Dade. This is going to be Dallas. So it's kind of the same concept, but it's different, right? So there's going to be a little bit of a learning curve every time you utilize a new GIS system. Be patient with it. Click every single button if you've got to figure out what each one does and how you can use that in your tax sale investment business. Guys, hope you enjoyed today's video of showing you how to utilize GIS as a tax sale investor. For more information on investing in tax defaulted real estate, including much more detailed information on how to use GIS, property appraisal reports, Google Maps, and all sorts of other research features, head on over to taxsaleacademy.com. And of course, while you're there, if you haven't yet done so, be sure to pick up your copy of the Tax Sale Playbook. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.